Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadali Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadabhaktaya Namo Namaha Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadha Shivasati Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo 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 Hare Hare. So, first of all, I offer pranams to our Gurudev, Om Vishnupad Dandi Swami, Sri Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, our Shiksha Gurus, Sri Bhaktivedanta Madhusudan Goswami Maharaj, Sri Gaur Govinda Goswami Maharaj, all Vaishnavas, devotees, thank you for coming. Sharon, don't look so nervous. So, we're just little explaining to Sharon, soul is there. No? Who are we, Sharon? Are we the body, the senses, or the mind, or something else? What do you think? Soul. And therefore, that soul we have forgotten. And now we think this body, this is me. No? What my mind tells me to do, I must obey. So we are called Bada Jivas, means bound by illusion. Actually the word is conditioned soul. Conditioned by the mind and senses. Influenced by the mind and senses. So Sharon, this is a miserable condition. We are having to serve the constant unlimited desires of the mad mind and his crazy servants, the senses. Then how we can be peaceful? Every minute, mind is saying, do this, go here, eat this, look at this, smell this, taste this, hear this, touch this. Controlled by thinking, feeling, and willing. Peace comes not by fulfilling the desires of the mind and senses, but peace comes by stopping. So, there is a state where the mind is free from the influence of the mind and senses. Okay, that is called the liberated state. Okay, so two types of souls, the forgetful souls and the liberated souls. Okay, so where did the liberated souls reside? The perfected souls, where did they go? Sharon? Spiritual world. You believe in God, right? Just say yes. Make it easy. There is a God. Sure. No, everything has a cause. So who is the cause of everything? Who has no cause? Who is the beginning of everything? Who has no beginning? We cannot understand now because we are in illusion. If one is in illusion, it is impossible to understand what is beyond illusion. So the problem in trying to understand spiritual life, we use our defective instruments, our mind and our senses, try to understand that which is transcendental or beyond the mind and senses. Right, Haripriya? Right. We cannot... Saraswati Thakur told a story. There was one boy who was born in prison. And before prisons were underground, right? So he was born in that. So everywhere he goes, he needs a torch. Then one day one man said, "Come upstairs, I will show you the sun." So the man, because whole life only he knows the torch. Everything is illuminated by torchlight. So to see the sun, he took a torch. And the man, his friend said, "You idiot, what are you doing? You do not need a torch to see the sun." And of course, the first man, who's an idiot? I know, without the torch you cannot see anything. We are like that man born in the prison with the torch, using the mind and the defective senses to understand that which is beyond the mind and senses. The sun does not need illumination by the torch, so the absolute truth does not need our speculation, our guesswork. Absolute truth is self-manifest and self-revealing. Okay, so because we have forgotten Krishna, God, right? Can we call him Krishna? That's all right, isn't it? because we are Hare Krishnas. Krishna is the best name of God. Even though it's true God has millions of qualities, unlimited qualities, therefore God has unlimited names, the name Krishna is considered the best because it describes his best aspect. And what's the topmost aspect of God? That quality of God which controls all his other qualities. That is his beauty, his sweetness. His sweetness is such it attracts even the liberated souls towards him. Therefore, the quality of possessing unlimited sweetness, that is called Krishna. Krishna means to attract. By his beauty, by his all qualities, he attracts the liberated souls towards him. And Na means Ananda, happiness. Right? Contact with him, service to him gives unlimited bliss. We should not think because the soul is very small, therefore the happiness the soul can experience will also be very small. No. Because the soul is inconceivable. Inconceivably, the atomic soul, when qualified, can taste unlimited bliss. Now we are depriving ourselves of that bliss, like self-cheating, killers of the self. Why? We have turned away from Krishna and we are busily absorbed in this world, therefore depriving ourselves. So, in simple language, we have forgotten Krishna, but Krishna is so kind, he never forgets us. Therefore, sometimes he comes from the spiritual world to the material world. Have you heard of Avatar, Sharon? Oh, Avatar, you never heard? No, we're talking about God, Avatar. Avatar means when God comes to this material world, without change. So, Sharon, if you can walk away from this one class with one understanding. When God comes to this world, he never accepts a material body. Right? If you can just understand that one thing, then that's plenty. That is a lot. So, many people think God cannot come to this world. Why not? If he desires, who will stop him? Tomorrow? Who will stop him? So why Krishna comes to this world? Okay, so today, I didn't know you two were coming, so I already had one sort of class planned, but I think we can still do it, no? So, 500 years ago, Krishna comes in every age. No? Krishna comes again and again and again. Why? Who's listening? So he comes again and again. No? So every yuga he comes. That is called Yuga Avatar. In Bhagavad Gita, that's like our main Bible, for want of a better word, main scripture. Krishna says, Yada yada hi dharmasya glani bharate bharata abhutanama dharmasya tadatmajam srijamyaham. Oh Arjuna, I appear in every age. No? Tadatmajam srijamyaham. What is the cause of my appearance? Myself, he says. What is the cause of our appearance? Mother and father meeting. Previous unfulfilled desires from previous life. There are many causes of us appearing in this world. No? But Krishna's appearance is only 2 reasons. What is that, Haripriya? For 10 bhakti points? Prem ras niyajas korite aswadan ragmag bhakti lok korite pracharan. 2 main reasons Krishna comes to this world. Number 1, to enjoy Prem ras. And what Krishna enjoys? Krishna has no material body. Okay, God has a spiritual body. So don't think he comes to this world to enjoy what we are enjoying. Ice cream, material things. His enjoyment is fully spiritual. That is called ras. So, Prem ras niyajas. Krishna comes to this world. When he comes, his devotees come from the spiritual world with him. No? Like a circus, like a politician, I guess. When the politician comes, not saying Krishna is a politician, but some example. When Donald Trump comes to New Zealand, then with him come everyone from America, right? His advisors, his ministers, his security. This is a material example. But when the president comes, with him come so many also with him. So when Krishna comes, who comes with him? The liberated souls. Those who are already in the kingdom of God, the kingdom of heaven. When he comes, they come with him. Like Jesus, the Christians believe Jesus, Son of God, came from heaven. So if the Son of God can come, why God cannot come personally? Is it possible, Sharon? Say yes. Just say yes. We don't put people on the spot, they don't pay attention. So. They may never come back again, but for that 1 hour they are paying attention. So when Krishna comes, he comes with his the perfected souls, the Nityasiddhas, and with them he tastes prema. Okay, you can get one tattoo shown, prema. Prema means pure love of God. Okay, so those who love Krishna, they also taste one happiness. And Krishna, who is the object of their love, Krishna also tastes happiness. This is called premras. So premras niyajas koretya swadam. Why Krishna come to this world? To taste that affection, and also to give mercy. Premras niyajas koretya rag mag bhakti lo koretya pracharan. Krishna also come out of mercy, compassion. So this love which is exchanged between Krishna and his devotees, the eternal associates, right? This love, this happiness, Krishna wants to give to this world, the souls who have forgotten him. So that is Ragmag Bhakti Lok Kodite Pracharan. Krishna come to preach pure love of God. Right? Because unless Krishna will reveal it, who will reveal it? So, 5,000 years ago, Krishna came to this world. 5,200 years ago, more or less. So, he was thinking, Aishwarya Janati Sabajaga Mishra Aishwarya Sitala Prem Nahi Moraprita. The whole world worships me with fear, awe and reverence. When people go into the church, what do? Now they bow down, oh God, give me not what I deserve. Give me not what I deserve. No? Be kind, be merciful, forgive my sins, forgive me. You are great, I am not great. No? So people filled with this fear, awe and reverence. Why most people go to church? To become free from miseries. Oh God, help me. Free me from this problem. Free me from that problem. No? You are all-powerful, unlimited. I am very weak and helpless. Please help me. So Krishna says, Aishwarya Janati Sabajaga Mishra. The whole world worships me in fear. The whole world worships me with feelings of reverence. You are great, like the Muslims bow down. The Christians also kneel. The Hindus, dandavats. Everyone worship God out of fear and respect. But Krishna said, this type of love, this type of service, this mood, not fully satisfy me. No? So, Krishna wants another type of love from us. That is love which is free from fear, free from feelings of awe and reverence. So, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Jeta tam mam prapadyante tam sateva bhajahamiham. Vanamali, still awake? Mama vatmanu vatante manusa parta sarvasa. Krishna says, I reciprocate with everyone according to their approach, according to their mood, according to their surrender. Therefore the materialists who worship God, give me, gimme, gimme, gimme. What does God do? How does he reciprocate? He gives. But this is one type of cheating. Because Krishna is giving his things, but Krishna is not giving himself. Take. The atheists who do not believe in God, this is also one type of belief. Prove God doesn't exist. Can't prove it. But they believe. So even atheist is one type of blind faith. So they also in one own sense worshipping God by always thinking of him, he don't exist, he doesn't exist, he doesn't exist. So how Krishna reciprocates? he covers his existence and hides from them. Even though God is everywhere, they cannot see him in anything. This is Krishna's reciprocation with the atheists. You cannot blame Krishna for that. What you want, he gives you. If you want forgetfulness, he gives it. If you want materialistic things, he gives. No? Those who worship God, give me mystic powers, he gives that, but he does not give himself. But some people, they worship Krishna with feelings of love. How? I want to say this verse, this all chapter Lila, Adi-lila chapter 4, this is all explanation of one verse. Anapita chirim sharat kurunaya avataro kalo samar payatam unat ujvala rasam swabhakti sriyam hari purata sundara duti kadamba sandapitaha sadak kandare spurate voho satchinandana. Rupa Goswami prayed. I bow to that most munificent incarnation, right? Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Where's a picture of him, Haripriya, in this room? There he is. That is the golden form of Krishna. Most kind, most merciful. And when he appeared 500 years ago. And why he appeared? Anapita. He came again after a long time to distribute what? Swabhakti Sriyam. Swabhakti Sriyam means like a fragment of his own devotion. A fragment of his own devotion. Sri. The beauty of his own devotion. The halo, the effulgence of his own devotion. Means no one. So, when Gurudev would explain this verse, Gurudev would explain in terms of Manjari Bhav, right? Means what Gurudev would just give emphasis to this portion of it. But actually in his explanation, Krishnadas Kaviraj has explained it in another way, in terms of all four rasas. And if you look at Caitanya-caritamrta, this all Adi-lila chapter 4 is Kaviraj Goswami's own explanation of this verse of Rupa Goswami. No? So in this verse, Kaviraj Goswami describes it in a little bit of a different way than Gurudev would describe it. Because Gurudev gives so much emphasis to just one aspect of this verse, Manjari Bhav, Madhurya Ras. But actually if you read the original, Kaviraj Goswami described this, all four rasas. Mora putra, mora saka, mora pran pati, jay bhav, say more, kora sudha bhakti, apaneka baramani, apaneka heen, amari samahin, say bhav hoye, ami taradin. So Krishna is talking about reciprocating with the materialists, with the yogis, right? With the atheists, with the non-devotees. But Krishna also reciprocate with those who love him, right? The devotees. Devotee means who devote to Krishna, who serve Krishna. So Krishna also have to reciprocate with them. This is his nature. How? Mora putra, mora saka, mora pranpati. If someone thinks Krishna is my son, Mora saka, Krishna is my friend. Mor pran pati, Krishna is my beloved. Jai bhav ye mor kora sudha bhakti. These moods are called sudha bhakti, right? Pure devotion. The Christians are fond of thinking God is the father. Why? The father always supplies what the children need. Right? But Saraswati Thakur said, but the Vaishnavas have another conception. Why should God be my father? Why should God serve me? No. I will be the father and I will serve God. So they think Krishna is my son, and son, baby especially, always give me, give me, give me. Right? That's what our father used to say. You kids are just gimme, gimme, gimmes. That's all we hear from you. Gimme, gimme this, gimme that. So a wonderful thing happens in devotion. I will be bigger than Krishna. Understand? I will be the father of Krishna. I will be the mother of Krishna. You have children, Sharon? What were they like as children? And even now, day and night? Automatic mother, ATM. Right? Come on. They're probably old now. But when they were small, especially small age, they're fully dependent on the parents. No? So actually, in philosophy, God has no mother and father. No? But if you want to love him like that, then he can give you that position. No? This is his kindness. In philosophy, he depends on no one and nothing. That's not even English, is it? Australian upbringing, sorry. Supreme Lord does not depend on anyone or anything. But if you have very strong desire to serve him like that, he can give you that position. Okay. Become my mother, become my father. So Mora Putra, Mora Saka. If you want to be the friend of the Supreme Lord, he can give you that position. Mora Pranpati, if you want to become the beloved, like in this world, husband and wife, something like that, Krishna can also give that position to the souls who desire to serve him like this. Ye bhav ye mo kodasuddha bhakti. This mood is called pure devotion. So in Gaudiya Sampradaya, especially these three, Sak, Vatsalya and Madhur, and these three are very prominent. Apaneka Bharamani. In this stage of pure love, the devotee thinks, I am big, and Krishna is small. No? Amara Samahin, the devotee thinks, I am more than Krishna. And Krishna is, and like in Sakiras, Krishna is the same, but not more. So Krishna is either equal to me or a little bit less. Jebab hoy amitar adin. Krishna says, I become controlled by this mood. Sharon, how are you going there? Okay. Is it pretty weird? Pretty strange? Right. Wow, you must be strange. So Krishna is saying all this. Maya bhakti hibhutanam avritamaya kalpate. Krishna said to the gopis, no? My bhakti hibhutanam. No? Love for me is the real wealth of the souls. That is the only wealth of the souls. Amritabhaya kalpate. And love for me is like nectar, Krishna says. Devotional service rendered to me by the souls revives their eternal life. O Braja Gopis, your affection for me is your wealth, your good fortune. Distat yad asmit matsneho bhavatinam madapanam. Madhusudana Maharaj explains this verse. No? Krishna spoke this at Kurukshetra to the Braja Gopis. No? O Gopis, wherever you are, your attraction pull me. Your attraction attract me. No? So it's a long explanation. No? But devotion has that power to pull Krishna, to attract him. No? God is the supreme controller. No? But he is controlled only by one thing, pure affection, pure devotion, pure love. No? By this, the infinite, only by this mood, can the minute individual soul control the unlimited soul, God. No? Like, there was one story, one Russian ambassador came to see Winston Churchill in the Second World War. And the secretary said, please sir, just wait 10 minutes. Wait another 10 minutes, wait another. Then the ambassador thought, what's he doing in there which is so important? So he opened the door and saw Winston Churchill had his grandson with him. And the grandson was riding Winston Churchill like a horse around the room. Who was Winston Churchill? That time practically the most powerful man on earth. But out of affection for his grandson, he became like a horse. So in Tattva, according to philosophy, there is nothing superior to Krishna. No? But Krishna is controlled by these feelings of pure affection. No? Like, I always give the example of Vladimir Putin. Vladimir Putin, so powerful man, right? Everyone, yes, no, very good. Dry bread biscuit, day and night. But when he comes home, what will his mother say? She may abuse him. You're late, you useless fellow. Why are you so late? Don't you know today is your daughter's birthday? You come late. Shame on you. There you go. There's some there in the microwave. You go and heat it up, and I won't talk to you. He is so powerful, but affection, mother's affection, wife's affection, children's affection, they not look at his position. They look at only at their relationship with him. Understand, Sharon? So, one is philosophy, tattva, and this feeling is called ras. So, ras rides and controls tattva. Maharaj gave an example. Imagine someone drives a very expensive car, a Lamborghini. First everyone looks at the car, wow. But then the car stops and the guy gets out. Everyone forgets the car and looks at the guy. No, if this car is so wonderful, imagine the guy who's driving the car, imagine who he is. So when that guy gets out of the car, everyone forgets the car, everyone just looks at the person. So Krishna is the supreme absolute truth. There is nothing superior to him. He does not depend on anyone or anything for his happiness. But Krishna gives such a position to the devotee that devotee can control him. So Ras rides tattva. Ras controls tattva. So Mata Mora Putra Bhav Korena Bandhan Atihin Gyane Kore Lalana Palan. Krishna has his mother. We cannot use useless logic. God cannot have a mother, because if he wants to have a mother, who will stop him? No one can stop him. So Krishna has his, like we have our family, which is temporary. Krishna has his family, which is eternal. Haripriya, what's the name of Krishna's mother? What's the name of his father? Nanda Baba. Right. So Krishna has given that position to them. You want to love me like a son? I'll become your son. So Matamo Putrabhav Kodina Bandhan. His mother, Krishna's mother, Yashoda, thinking Krishna to be useless, thinking he doesn't know anything, he is just a child, a very foolish fellow, very naughty, very restless. If I do not chastise him, if I do not educate him, who will do? So out of affection, she chastises him. Sometimes she even beats him. Shame. If Krishna is not eating his spinach, where's my stick? Do I have a stick? Then Mother Yashoda picks up a very thin little stick. Krishna, eat your spinach? No. Then she picks up a little stick. Which vegetable do you want? That one or this one? Then out of fear of mother, Krishna eats his vegetables. No? This is affection of mother. Understand, Sharon? Easy subject matter. What we see in this world, what's its origin? Its origin must be God. Whatever you find in this world has its perfect form, its origin, its cause in the Supreme Lord. No? So out of pure affection, she is forgetting my son is God. Right? And she is thinking he is just ordinary child. Okay, this is very hard to understand now, but this is called pure love. They do not look at his position. They only know he is. They only look at their relationship. No? So baby Krishna learning everything from his mother, father, especially Mata, Mata. He said, baby, Mata, Mata. No, Mata, Mata. Because in Hindi is two T's, no? Mat, mat. Say properly, boy. Mat, mat. And baby Krishna, mat, mat. Surdas said, even though all the scriptures, the four Vedas come from his breathing, mother and father are teaching him how to speak. No. Kavikanda Bodh describes it, when all Brijbasis moved from Gokul to Chatika, then baby Krishna and Balaram are on the cart, the bullock cart, and they're asking, this tree with the beard, what's he? What's his name? Because baby is always in the house, never seen anything. Right? This tree with the beard, what's his name? Banyan tree, Banyan tree. This tree with the big eyes, what's his name? Coconut, coconut. Tal, tal tree. Like this. So baby Krishna asking, what is this? What is that? And mother, father teaching him. So by this mood, Krishna feels one bliss, one ecstasy, one happiness. And also those who are teaching Krishna like that, they also feel one unlimited bliss, one unlimited happiness. No? So we cannot understand, don't be like the torchlight. No? Oh, where's the sun? So these topics are like that. Don't try and use any mundane logic or argument, because this topic matter is way above all these things. Matamod Putrabhav Kodine Bandhan. Krishna sometimes is naughty, then mother have to correct him, have to chastise him. Prahlad, where are you? Prahlad. He's crossed baby age, cannot help him. No? So sometimes child is very restless, then mother binds him. No? Krishna is unlimited, all-pervading. How can you bind someone who is all-pervading? But mother has so much affection, she can bind him. Mata mor putra bhav korina band. My mother, thinking I am just an ordinary child, she binds me. Atihin gyanakori ladana palan. Thinking I am very useless, very weak, helpless child, she feeds me and protects me. Like it says, Krishna fight with so huge and powerful demons. No? But baby Krishna, some mosquito comes, and Mother Yasoda protects him from the mosquito. So these are all topics of pure love of God, pure love of Krishna. So Krishna wants to give this thing to the world. No? Krishna wants, that's why he comes to this world. This mood, I want to give to the whole world. No? Atihin Gyanakori Lalana Palan. No? Like Mother Yasoda sings baby Krishna to sleep. No? So many, especially Surdas, other poets, so many poets they made about Mother Yasoda and baby Krishna especially. No? She's singing songs and any name to rhyme, she makes up names for Krishna. Chagan, Magan. These names you cannot find in any scriptures, no? But Mother Yasoda calling these names. Oh Chagan, oh Magan, oh Krishna, oh Balaram, come, take rest, sleep, sleep. Oh baby Krishna, sleep is coming on your eyes very heavily. Sleep, oh baby, sleep, sleep. And Krishna sleeps. No? So, some devotees, they prefer a fraternal relation with Krishna, like friend. Right? That is called Sakya Bhav. Saka Suda Sakya Kore Skandana Krandan Arohan Tumikon Balalok Tumi Amisan. Those souls who have achieved friendship mood with Krishna. Right? What do they say? They climb on Krishna's shoulders. Carry me. No? Like piggyback, right? Piggyback. Carry me, right? Because the boys make teams. Krishna has one team, Balaram has another team. Different sports they play, wrestling, football. No. But they don't use a pig skin, of course. They use big kadamba flowers. Sometimes Krishna's team loses. So the rule is the winning team gets to ride on the shoulders of the losing team, like a horse. So Krishna has lost, and Sridham says, assume the position. You have to become the donkey, and I will ride you, because that is the rules. Then Krishna may become angry. This is a stupid rule. Why I have to become your donkey? I'm not going to play anymore. No? And Sridham become angry. Sridham is Krishna's friend. He's a little older than Krishna. 10 days, 2 weeks, like that, older than Krishna. So when Krishna said, I don't like your game, I'm not playing your game, then Sridham become angry. Who the hell you think you are? You think you're bigger than me? You don't have to follow our rules? Let me tell you something, Krishna. You think you're a big man because your father is Nanda Baba? But let me tell you something. My father is Vrishabhanu Maharaj. Your father only has 900,000 cows. But my father, 1,100,000 cows. So I'm superior to you by wealth. I'm superior to you by birth because I'm 2 weeks older. I'm superior to you by good looks and strength. Because when they wrestle, Sridham always throws Krishna on the ground and defeats him. No, Sukadev Goswami wrote in Bhagavatam, Sridham Parijitaha. If there's any wrestling or any sport, most of the time Sridham wins because stronger. So Sridham says, you don't want to play with us, follow the rules, because you think you're some big guy? Let me tell you who's the big guy. I'm the big guy. By wealth, by birth, by beauty, by strength, by everything, I am superior to you. So if you don't want to play the game, then get lost. Take your cows and go home. Small boys fighting. Take your cows and get lost then. Separate your cows from our cows and go and do your own thing if you're not going to follow the rules of the group. Then Sridham is a little superior, so everyone support. Yeah, go on, Krishna, nick off. That time Krishna forget, I am God, I am the Supreme. He began to cry. He fall at the feet of Sridham. Oh brother, please don't throw me. I promise I will carry you twice to the mango tree and back. But don't throw me from your group, please. Apart from you guys, I have nothing. So this mood, Krishna is same as me? No, I am superior to Krishna. Saka Sudha Sakya Kore Skandana Arohan Tumikon Baralok Tumiyamisan. They never feel Krishna is superior to me. They feel we are same. And most of the time we are better than Krishna. Actually in Caitanya-caritamrta, which can be yours for $25, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, no. In all other rasas, Krishna have one mood and the devotee have another mood. No? Like Vatsalya, I am the parent, Krishna is the child. In Shringharas, I am the male, Krishna is the male, they are the females. But in Sakyabhav, Krishna and the devotee have exactly the same mood, so it produces an astonishing taste. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says. No? So, also, Priya Yadi Man Kore Kore Batsan. Oops. Just checking. And also most confidentially sharing, just like man and woman in this world. No? Man and woman in this world is considered the highest relationship. No? Because now Prahlad loves you, right? But when he meets his wife, he's going to forget about you, isn't he? Right? When someone meets their wife or their husband-to-be, then even they give up their parents and go off. Because some higher taste is there, some higher happiness that mother and father don't give, hopefully. So, this is called Shringharas. So it's here in this world. So believe it or not, in this world it gives, because sex life is the highest happiness, it gives the strongest bondage and the most suffering. No suffering like that, right? Married, Sharon? Oh, still married? Oh, good. Still give the most pain also, no? Some conflict, some fight. Just say yes. Yes. It's always there. Everyone's dealing with it. That is the nature of this world. No? So these relationships in this world, it gives some happiness but also gives so much distress. No? It does not give pure happiness because it's temporary. But still, even the origin of these materialistic relationships, which are based on the body, the origin of this comes from the spiritual world. Like the shadow also have 5 fingers. So whatever we find in the material creation, its pure origin is the spiritual world. Understand? It's easy to understand, right? There everything is eternal, here everything is temporary, opposite. There everyone is full of knowledge, and here everyone is full of ignorance, forgetfulness. There is full of pure, unmixed bliss, unmixed happiness. And here is suffering, mixed with suffering. No? So the material world is the complete opposite of the spiritual world. Here, everyone wants to be the center. Everyone thinks, my children, the wife thinks, my children, my husband, I will enjoy them. These are here to give me happiness. But the problem is the children are thinking, my parents and my brothers and sisters, they're here to give me happiness. The husband is thinking, my wife and children and house are all for my enjoyment. So the problem in the material world, there's so much conflict because here everyone is trying to be the enjoyer. Everyone here is trying to be the center. But the spiritual world, which is the opposite, there's only one center. Who is that, Vanamali? Krishna. And everyone and everything else in the spiritual world is fully cooperating for Krishna's pleasure, Krishna's happiness. Therefore in the spiritual world there is no envy, no conflict, no lust. There is full harmony. Because everyone is trying 24 hours a day, only for one thing, how to give pleasure to Krishna. So, In the spiritual world also is the beloveds of Krishna. So they also have so much affection for him. But all their activity, they decorate themselves, they're eating. Everything they do is only for Krishna's satisfaction, Krishna's pleasure. So, more priya man kore kore batsa. And the beloveds of Krishna, they're called the gopis. Sometimes even if they abuse Krishna, they give Krishna so much happiness. Even they are treating him badly, speaking some bad words to him, even this give him bliss and happiness. Because they're speaking badly to him only for his happiness. So, anyway, we cannot talk too much about this now, but sometimes Sridham, Madhumangal said to Krishna, brother, how you tolerate all this? Especially Radharani's mother-in-law, Jatila and Kutila. Day and night they're so much speaking badly about Krishna. But anyhow they speak badly about Krishna, but they have so much love for Radharani. On that basis they're abusing Krishna. So Krishna says, what can I say? No? Even when Jatila and Kutila, who have no teeth and very old, even when they speak badly about me, I feel so much happiness. Because they're speaking badly only into pure relationship, pure affection also that we cannot imagine. It's not like this world. So when Radharani became angry at Krishna, she refused to look at him, refused to talk to him, then even Krishna felt my life is useless. No? Without Radharani's smile, without her affection, my life, this staying in Braj, also my body, everything, all my opulence, no meaning, no purpose. No? So they fully control Krishna by their affection. So, E Sudha Bhakti Lauren Korime Avita Koribe Vivid Adbhut Viha. E Sudha Bhakta. There in the spiritual world, the pure devotees. Krishna's mothers and fathers. No? Krishna have millions of mothers and fathers. Millions of devotees who feel Krishna is my son. No? Millions of friends. Krishna is my mate. Millions of beloveds, millions and countless millions of souls who feel Krishna is my husband, boyfriend, beloved. So when Krishna comes, E Sudha Bhakta, Lana Korimo Avita, with them I will come to this material world. That's why Krishna came 5,000 years ago. Have you heard of Vrindavan, Sharon? You can get a tattoo. That is the most holy place in India. We are fortunate to live there. When was the last time you came, Tamal? What? Did you say 2008? What are you doing with your life? Harvest that kidney and get on the plane. Note to self, stay away from Damodar Maharaj. Especially if he runs out of money. So Krishna comes to this world with these old devotees, the perfected souls, to show what is love of God, what it means to love Krishna, what is goal of life, what is real happiness. What's the goal of your life, Sharon? What is goal of your life? You said before peace. Peace means no tension. No, I don't want that. It's too bright. What is real peace? What is Krishna saying in Bhagavad Gita? Bhaktaram yagatapasam Savaloka maheshwaram Suradam sarvabhutam gyatvam shanti richata. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Prabhupada said, this is Krishna's peace formula. Shanti, you know Shanti? Shanti means peace. How to attain peace? Who can do these three things? What is it? Bhaktaram yagatapasam. Krishna is the only enjoyer. Means whatever there is in the creation, this is for his service. That means Krishna is the enjoyer. Bhaktaram yagyatapasam. Whatever austerities I do, whatever charity I give, whatever I do, this is all for Krishna's pleasure. Savaloka maheshwaram. Krishna is the controller not just of this universe, but of countless billions of universes. Suradam sarvabhutanam. He's in my heart, he is my best friend, my well-wisher. He is not my enemy. When you understand these three things, that person gets peace. Just like when, these days it's not, when a parent chastises the child, they're doing it only out of affection. Well, they should, in the ideal world. Some chastisement the parent gives is only for the benefit of the child. They do not wish ill for the child. So if some suffering comes in this world, we should think, who is giving this temporary suffering? That is Krishna. This is for my benefit. He is my friend, he is not my enemy. So, right. So when Krishna comes to this world with all the devotees, all the Brijbasis, right, then Krishna is preaching what it means, love of God. Krishna by all his activities are preaching what is the goal of all souls. So Vishaya, right, Mo Vishaya Gopigan Upapatibhav Yogamaya Koriben Apana Prabhav. Did you read that book yet, Yogamaya? He's had it more than 12 hours and he hasn't read it. Shame. So all these feelings, these are caused by Yogamaya, right? I am the mother of Krishna, I am the girlfriend of Krishna, I am the friend of Krishna, I am the servant of Krishna. These feelings are created by Yogamaya. No? Maya means illusion, actually. So in one sense, this is spiritual illusion. Yogamaya, spiritual illusion. No? Good illusion and bad illusion. Sweet illusion and suffering illusion. Actually, we should be careful what language we use. But Maya means that which is not. Does Krishna really have mothers, brothers, sisters, friends, relatives, girlfriends? No. In philosophy. But Yogamaya makes these feelings in the heart of the devotee. Why? For give happiness to them. So, Mo Visaya Gopigan Upapatibhav. So Krishna have one power. Her name is Yogamaya. Right? Everyone got that book last night? You can read. Yogamaya, there she is. Brinda Devi, the tree. She also one form of Yogamaya. She makes the impossible possible. She gives these feelings. Krishna is my son. Yoga means to join. So she joins the perfected souls with Krishna with these relationships, this feeling, Krishna is my son, Krishna is my beloved, Krishna is my friend. No? So, good Maya, happy Maya. This gives bliss, this gives joy, and this is eternal. And the shadow of that Yogamaya is this world, right? The shadow, the opposite, where these relationships are temporary and just give suffering. Because no matter how perfect your marriage is, one day you have to die. One day he has to die. Then that nectar, so-called happiness, will transform to poison and suffering. No? Understand, Caitanya-caritamrta? So that's why we worship Tulsi every day, no? Because she gives all these things, she gives these feelings. We're very fortunate. Our 2012, we purchased that Yogamaya temple just next to Sevakunj. Didi purchased it. Actually, many people wanted to buy it, but the family who owned, they would only give it to Didi, because they know only she will do the seva. Everyone else just want to do business, but they know, because they've seen her 30 years there, they know she is not like that. So many, they offered lakhs and lakhs more, but they wouldn't give to those persons. No? They gave to her. No? So because many years no one taking care of her properly. No? So Didi said to me, just go and look at that temple, tell me what you think. But don't show too much interest because we want to buy it. So I remember I went. Da, da, da. And the old lady said, hey, sweep here. Then I said, oh, Yogamaya wants our seva. That means definitely we will get it. Not that I'm anything, but I remember thinking. So I went back, yes, we should take it. I think Yogamaya wants us. She accepts us. No? So many years no one had done any seva. No? So Madhusudamaya said when he did the Abhishek to bath, then he's shocked because he touched her body. He said, so much heat coming from her body because many years no one bathing her. No? Maharaj said, so much heat coming from her. No? Anyway, Yogamaya. So Didi built that temple new, and now every day we cook for Radha Lik Madhav, and that prasad we take to Yogamaya 3 times a day. No? This is the original deity installed by Krishna's great-grandson, Bhajana. So she's there like 5,000 years. We're too much fortunate to get that. So this Yogamaya, her name is Purnamasi. In this world she comes as this. You see this tree next to you? Plant? Sharon? Right. That's her. She comes in a form we can see, we can serve. Tulsi Devi, Brinda Devi. So, this Yoga Maya creates these spiritual feelings in the heart, not only of the devotee, but also in the heart of Krishna. No? What verse is this? 30. But Amiya na jani tata na jani gopigan duha rupagun duhor nitya horiman. But no one can understand this. This is all a seeming like natural, right? Lokavat, like human-like, natural pastimes. Dharmachari rag duhi kore milan. Therefore, giving up all religious principles, sometimes we meet, sometimes we not meet. Kabu mile, kabu na mile, devada karan. Sometimes Krishna and the gopis can meet, and sometimes by providence cannot meet. But both meeting and separation gives some extraordinary taste, some extraordinary happiness. So, Esab ras nidas koribe aswadan. I will taste this myself, and I will also distribute this. E dware koribe sab bhaktera prasad. So I will taste, and I will also give. So tasting and mercy. So the real reason Krishna comes is to taste this mood here. He's tasting it there also, but he comes here to taste and also to distribute. One time I asked Gurudev, but tasting cannot be the real cause, Gurudev, because he's tasting there. So he's coming here, the real reason must be to give mercy, to distribute. And Gurudev said no, because even if we go to a long distant place for a picnic, the main goal is still the picnic. So Krishna comes from a long way from the spiritual world here, but the goal is still enjoy. Who else but Gurudev could give such an answer? So Krishna come. Why Krishna come from the spiritual world? To taste all these relationships and to show this to the world, to distribute to the world. So Braje Nimararag Suni Bhaktigan, and the devotees in this world who forgot Krishna, by hearing this greed can awaken in the heart. Okay? What is it? Braje Nimararag Suni Bhaktigan Ragmag Bhajayan Chari Dharmakam. What's her name again? Sharon. Right. Have you been to Hawaii? Right. Imagine I have in this hand free ticket to Hawaii, and this hand free ticket to Afghanistan. Which would you take? Hawaii. Right. Nice choice. But we have not been to Hawaii. Then why you chose that? Because we're hearing good things always about Hawaii, but no one heard too much good about Afghanistan. So even in this world, we have not experienced it, but just by hearing about it, we can develop some attraction. So this love of Krishna, which we cannot experience because we're in the material world, how we can experience it? By hearing. Rag, Braja, Nimara Rag, Suni Bhaktigan. The devotees in this world will hear about Krishna's loving relationships, and they can develop a greed. No, I want that. They can develop greed for it. I want that mood. No? As they love Krishna, I also want that. No? And the devotee have so much greed to attain that. If that greed is very strong, then that person can give up all other religious, religious principles. All other rules and regulations of this world, they can give it up like sawdust. If they have greed to attain Krishna. Tad tad bhavadin madhuja shrutana dira pekshate na shastrams cha na yuktams cha bhav lobo patilakshanam. Of all best things, which is the best thing? Sharon, the sweetest thing? Krishna. Of all sweet things, what's the sweetest? That's Krishna. Right? The all attractive. So if someone hears about Krishna, a fortunate person can get greed. I want him. I want to attain that. What I'm doing in my life, just wasting my life. I want that. Then mind becomes fixed on that goal. No? That is the reason why Krishna come to this world. No? That is the power of Krishna's activities. Like we're hearing about Krishna's wrestling, Krishna with his mother and father, Krishna with the gopis. So a fortunate soul who hears this will develop greed. I want that. And that is the power of Krishna's activities. Just by hearing about Krishna, one becomes attracted to him. Remember first time you heard about Krishna? Where were you? You met him personally? Are you serious? Where were you? Huh? And what did you hear?
He was asked why he's come to the Western country, and he said, I've come to bring you God.
And you heard that when you were 9. And what did you think?
I said, God, I hope he doesn't come here.
Are you serious? You demon! You really thought that? God, I hope he doesn't come here.
Yeah, well, it's so much historical religions and stuff.
That is funny. Anyway, so whoever hear about Krishna, one absorption comes, one interest, because they have that power of attraction. No? So, Anugraha, that's the verse I was trying to think of. Anugraha bhaktana manusandaya masvata bhajita tajvaseka shrutva tadpad paro bhavet. Krishna says, no? My activities are, and my nature is so powerful, so attractive. Whoever hears about it becomes attracted. So, anugraha bhaktanam, to give mercy to the devotees. Right? 3 types of devotees. Past, present and future. Right? So when Krishna comes to this world, he gives mercy to 3 types of devotees. Those in the past, those in the present, and those in the future. Those in the past means those who are always his devotees. Means who come with him, he gives mercy to them by doing his activities here. They also taste. When Krishna comes to this world, some souls who were practicing previously and who had achieved some degree in perfection, when Krishna comes to the material universe, they can meet him for the first time. That is mercy to the present devotees in that universe who meet him at that time. And in the future, who come and also hear about him, they will also become attracted. So when Krishna comes to this world, he gives mercy to 3 types of persons: the past devotees, the present devotees, and future devotees. Even the little demons who think, I hope he doesn't come here. Was your brother watching? What else did you think? Anything positive? Or?
It's only very small, very short.
Huh. Funny. Bhavet kriya. So here says Bhavet. Anugraha bhaktana manusandaya masvata bhajate tadrukasat shrutva tad paro bhavet. Bhavet means you have to hear, you must hear. Sharon, what are you hearing about all day? Just rubbish, right? Not today, goodness me. But in our general lives before today, what our ears are hearing 24 hours? Just topics of this world, right? And by hearing topics of this world, you become absorbed in this world. And this world is temporary and full of suffering. So instead, if you can hear about Krishna, you'll become attached to him. So Bhavet means you must hear. You must hear about him. No? If you don't go to Vrindavan and associate with the pure devotees tomorrow, how are you going to hear? You're not going to. No. So must hear, must hear, must hear. Actually, we were talking last night when I first met Banamali in Sydney Temple. Then there was a preaching program in Newtown. But the temple guys wanted me just to go out and collect money, but I was thinking, this is just wrong. Just collecting money all day. God, if I wanted just money all day, I'd just get a job. So I thought, no, we should be hearing. We should be hearing. I remember we were talking. No? So why we have the temple? Only one reason, so people get a chance to hear. So no discussions of Krishna consciousness in the temple. That temple is a failure, a useless burden. So, these are the desires for Krishna's appearance. No? So, these are also the desires of Lord Chaitanya. Why he came. No? So, Lord Chaitanya also appeared with these same two reasons, to taste and to distribute. No more I am Krishna, now in the mood I am devotee of Krishna. So, Das Sakya Vatsalya Arya Shringar Char Prem Chare Vida Bhakta E Ada. There are 4 kinds of devotees who are the receptacles, the reservoirs of this prema. What are they? Das Sakya Vatsalya Madhur Das Sakya Vatsalya Arya Shringar Chari Prem Chari Vida Bhakta Eyada. 4 type of devotees, 4 type of love of Krishna. Nija Nija Bhav Sabe Shrestha Korimani. Each devotee thinks my mood is the best. They feel. They feel, each devotee feels that his sentiment is the most exalted. Thus, in that mood he tastes great happiness with Krishna. Right? No one feels, I'm only a coward boy. Oh my God. No one feels. Everyone feels their mood is the best. Like I heard, sometimes, for example, the cows. Right? The cows also have feeling Krishna is my son because they're giving milk. Right? So the bulls feel, I am Krishna's father. Because bulls pull carts and bulls plow the fields, so they're producing food for the family. So even animals, trees, they have feelings. I am Krishna's mother, I am Krishna's father. The small calves feel we are Krishna's brother, because he's small, we're small. They have feelings of friendship towards Krishna. No? Some cows also, anyhow, also can have feeling Krishna is my beloved. This also, I don't know, possible. So everyone, no matter what mood you're in, of these 4, everyone feels my mood is best. They're fully satisfied and happy with that relationship. No? But if we look in a neutral manner, then we can understand the conjugal mellow, that is the best. But the problem is, Tamal, in the spiritual world, no one's neutral. But in this world, we can understand, yes, the mood of the gopis, that is the best mood. No? So, right. Any questions so far? Harikanta, anything? Right.
That's the best mode of Krishna, receiving Krishna.
Is what you have. Right. Now there was something I was looking for, but I couldn't. Okay. So this is the explanation of Anapita Chirim Charat Kuruna Avataro. When Mahaprabhu came, he came to give all 4 moods, and that is Swabhakti Shriyam. Why? Because Radharani is the source of all moods for Krishna. Right? Even Mother Yasoda, she is Krishna's mother. But when she sees Radharani, even Mother Yasoda, she feels Radharani is also like my Guru. When Radharani cooks, then Mother Yasoda also watching very carefully what spices she uses, how she's... No? Because Radharani, one drop of Radharani's feeling, that is Vatsalya Ras. No? How much she feels for protecting and maintaining Krishna. Radharani has so much friendship for Krishna. So one drop of Radharani's Sakibhav, that make millions and millions of coward boys. No? So Radharani, she is the source of all loving services to Krishna. Right? She is the form of Krishna Prem. So whatever ras you're in, where do you get it from? Radharani. No? So when Gurudev would talk about taking shelter of Radharani, becoming the servant of Radharani, Gurudev is not indicating everyone will become Manjari. No? Gurudev indicating whatever ras you're in, to achieve perfection in that mood, where you go. Srimati Radhika. No? So there's Bhaktivinoda Thakur, for that reason he says, no, Radha Krishna Bhajana Jati Mati Nahi Bela Krishna Bhajana Tab Akarani Gela. Krishna is always with Radharani. See her there? Sharon?
Not quite.
Okay, there she is, with my finger in the road. Right behind you, there's another one. Everywhere you look, Krishna is always with her. Right? So she is called Servitor Godhead, Ashray Vigraha. Because love needs 2. Love lover and beloved. The object of love and the abode of love, the giver of love. So then there's talk of love. Love means two. So Radharani is the supreme Asray Vigraha. She's the supreme form of love of Krishna. So Krishna is the supreme enjoyer and she is the supreme enjoyed. Understand? Like chocolate. Chocolate is the enjoyed, I am the enjoyer. Right? There always must be these two for taste. Chocolate cannot taste itself. Right? So to taste chocolate you have to be different from it. So to taste Krishna you have to be different from him. So the supreme enjoyer, that is Krishna, and the supreme enjoyed, that is Srimati Radhika. So Radharani is the supreme servitor, Godhead. Right? Asray Vigraha. So she is the source of all loving moods for Krishna. Right? So when we worship Krishna, first we worship her. Hare means Radhika. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Before we worship Krishna, who will give love of Krishna, who will give mood to Krishna, that is Radhika. So before we chant Krishna's name, we always chant her name first. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he said, if your mind has not come towards respecting Radharani, respecting her, then your worship of God is useless. like how can you have the moon without the moonlight? Impossible. How you can have Krishna without his best devotee? That is quite impossible. No? So all rasas, whether Shringar ras, Vatsali ras, Sakya ras, or Dasi ras, all rasas for perfection of their mood have to approach one person. Who is that? Srimati Radhika. No? There's a story. There was one man who was worshipping Krishna Balaram in Vash. He was worshipping in Nandagaon. That's Krishna's village. Sharon, you coming to India this year? Come this year. October 8. 1 month festival. You're coming, right? How many kidneys you've got? Harvest your brother. He's got one eye. He only needs one kidney. He should do something useful with his life. He thought living with one eye was hard. Wait till he tries living with one kidney. So there's a big festival in India in Kartik, and we do it in the Radharani's month. That is Kartik month. So Krishna's village, where Krishna manifested all these things, that is called Nandagaon. You can still visit that village. It's an amazing place. No? Such a happiness is there. You just touch that place. Such a bliss is there. You cannot find anywhere. No? So 20 years, many years, he was worshipping Krishna and Balaram there. No? Because there is Krishna Balaram deities there. Every day he would make some flower garlands and give to the Lord there. After 20 years he had still not seen Krishna. So he became a little disappointed. What's this? 20 years, 30 years. So he became a little angry. What I'm doing, Then he thinking, why I wasted so long here? I heard Radharani is so kind, so merciful. Kurunam, Kurumai, Karunam Bariter, Rupa Goswami says. Kurumai, Karunam, Kurumai, Karunam Barite. Karunamai, she is full of mercy. Karuna Barite, Vanamali, still awake? Barite means she is full of karuna, full of mercy. So if I had done a little bit of worship of Radharani, I would have gotten some result. But 20 years here, I'm not getting anything, he thought. So in a little bit of an angry mood, he packed his bag. I'm going. So he went down the stairs and he started heading towards Radharani's village, where she was born, where she manifested. So as he was walking, then there was many cowherd boys with so many cows blocking the road. So he couldn't get through because they have big horns. So he was like, so he couldn't get through. All the cows were blocking his road, and on top of being tortured in that way, some of the boys who were very cheeky started giving him some advice. Baba, where are you going? No, don't be restless. You should control your mind, control your senses, and don't give up, determination in bhajan, then this is like pouring salt on the wound. So, not only he couldn't walk through all these cows to get to his destination, but all these small boys are giving him advice on spiritual life. So he became angry, So he began, especially one very dark boy was there giving him the most trouble. Oh, Baba, where you going? Control the mind. Don't be restless. So he became angry and he said, why should I do bhajan of that Krishna? He is very cruel-hearted. And many, many years I am serving him, but never he give me one drop of mercy, no vision, no nothing. So if I had done a little bit of seva for Radharani, my life would be perfecting. So I want to give up this place and I'm going there. So again and again the boys were stopping him. No, don't leave. Then he was becoming more and more angry. Then finally the black boy, he was with one white one. They said, Baba, but if you leave us, who will make our flower garlands every day? Then next minute he turned around, all boys, all cows gone. That was Krishna giving him darshan. He could see Krishna for the first time. So even though he's in Sakiras, he wanted to be the friend of Krishna Balaram. When he achieved perfection, only when his mind came, I should worship Radharani, I should do some service for her. No? That's why like sun and sunlight shine. No? Without the sunlight you cannot see the sun. So God and God's energy. Without the energy of God you cannot see God. You cannot serve Him. Who will give you the energy to serve Krishna? That is the energy of God. So Radhe. No? So Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. No? Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Vanamali 4, Harikanta 5. You guys should all make your ticket. Can you come? Put your son in the freezer? Rupa Manjari? Huh? Is your freezer quite small? But all should make an effort. Come for Kartik. It's so important. Don't give up. Don't think Gurudev's gone. What's the use? Don't think all these things. No. Any questions from the audience? No. Premananda? Where's Prem gone? Madhu sucked someone else out. Go Premanandi.